All right, you're not going to believe me, but this pen is about to make me happier. Are you ready? Check it out. Are you convinced? You shouldn't be, because I haven't told you what just happened. Okay, here's the deal behind what I just showed you. There is some research that shows that when your body makes the face of happiness, it actually causes you to be happier. What do I mean by that? Well, the idea is that by activating the muscles in your face that are responsible for smiling, you actually then experience the emotion that goes with that muscle activation. So the way that some researchers did it back in the 1980s was they used a simple implement like a pen or a pencil, and they had people hold this instrument in their mouths in one of two ways. Either in the way that I just showed you, like this, which activates all of the muscles in your face responsible for smiling. Go ahead and try it yourself. Pick up a pen and bite down on it like I just did. Get your teeth on the pen itself, and you'll feel your muscles that are usually used by your face when you smile, they'll be activated as well with the pen in your mouth. So half of the people in the study would have done that with the pen. The other half, just to control for, using a pen in your mouth to make sure that's not what the effect was due to, they had the pen in their mouth like this. Okay, so they were holding the pen so that their teeth weren't touching it and it was protruding like this, and that doesn't activate any of the muscles responsible for smiling. So they showed these people cartoons, drawn out cartoons, and asked them to rate how funny these cartoons were. And interestingly, what they found was that the people holding the pen in their teeth like this, in a way that activated their smiling muscles, they rated the cartoons as being funnier than the people who were holding the pen in the other way. The idea being that the cartoons didn't change, but the participants' facial muscles had changed. So what's going on here? It's that having your muscles in a smiling activation actually made the world seem like a more pleasant place compared to when those muscles weren't activated. This is all really crazy sounding, I know, but there's been other research that's replicated these effects. And importantly, it's the case that you have to have the muscles involved in real, actual smiling to be activated, and not just kind of half of those muscles. So for example, if I hold the pen in my teeth, but it still isn't raising up the cheeks like this, then there's a marginal increase in how humorous the cartoons are, according to subsequent research, but it's not the same as having the full, actual smiling muscle network activated in your face. There's a difference between real smiling and a fake smile. So if you've ever had your picture taken and you kind of just lean back like this, you're not really smiling. You're faking a smile. You're getting close to a smile, but when you look at the pictures later, you know you're not actually smiling. But there's a kind of smile called the Duchenne Smile, which you can tell because it makes little crinkles here on the sides of your eyes. So you can tell the difference between a real smile and a fake smile. And it turns out that this way of holding the pen activates a Duchenne smile, which is associated with real happiness. Okay, but what am I getting at? Am I actually telling you to hold a pen in your mouth as you go about your day? No, of course not. But the real point is that by simulating happiness in yourself, you might find a real increase in positive emotions as you go about your day. So it's not, holding a pen in your mouth, but find opportunities to smile. Live your life in a way where you are pushing yourself to display that positivity. And over time, that might then lead to greater experiences of positive emotion within you. Consider another study, though, that looked at a bunch of bus drivers, and they tracked their happiness over time, twice a day for 2 weeks. And what it came down to in this study was whether these bus drivers were faking positive interactions with the commuters, or whether they were trying to genuinely push themselves to have a better experience in their job. So people say fake it till you make it, and if you're just walking around faking smiles and trying to convince yourself that, I'm trying to be happy, so let's just see what happens, that's not going to do it. It's genuinely pushing yourself to experience positivity that then increases happiness over time. So the more these bus drivers said, I made a genuine effort today to really appreciate commuters on the bus and feel positive emotion. Those were the people who were actually then experiencing positive emotion and experiencing less negative emotion throughout the course of their work weeks. But the more those bus drivers said, I try to put on a happy face while I'm driving this bus around, that was actually related to more negative emotion. So to consolidate all of this stuff, the key takeaway here is if you're looking to increase positive emotions like happiness, then you should take it upon yourself to smile and mean it. Just faking it until you make it is unlikely to work, just like holding a pen like this is unlikely to work. But push yourself. In everyday interactions, find an opportunity to smile. Think about something that makes you happy and smile in a way when you genuinely mean it. And over time, you might find that this has actual boosts to your well-being and life satisfaction.